President Joe Biden just revealed his most aggressive action on immigration yet. Standing alongside a group of mayors from cities along the border, he put a limit on the number of asylum seekers allowed into the U.S. who aren't taking legal channels like a port of entry. ABC 10 News reporter Sierra Encinas is live in San Ysidro to show us how migrant advocates are reacting to this new executive order. Sierra?
Yeah, Jared, there has been some activity in the San Ysidro area this morning. We're going to actually show you it now. There are migrants waiting between the border walls to be picked up by Border Patrol agents. San Diego has seen a big uptick in migrant crossings recently, and President Biden's executive order intends to curb that trend. But the director of the Southern Border Communities Coalition says it's ignoring what she calls an undeniable. Asylum is a human right. Lillian Serrano has helped migrants through the border wall in San Ysidro for more than a year now.
Very disappointing that as the United States, right, one of the biggest country in the world, this is the way we treat people, people that are coming to our communities seeking safety.
A group of about 25 migrants, some as young as 5 years old, arrived in the dark between 3:30 and 4:30 Tuesday morning in San Ysidro. She watched as the group waited to be picked up by Border Patrol agents 4 to 5 hours later. Since Title 42 expired last May, more than 250,000 migrants have crossed into San Diego County. That number jumps to more than 1.9 million across the entire southwest sector. President Biden plans to cut that number down drastically with an executive order. It would put a daily cap on the number of migrants that can claim asylum at camps like the one in San Ysidro. 2,500 per day. Migrants would be sent back to their home countries to wait until traffic dies down. Do you think that with this announcement, these tents will come down and you won't see dozens of migrants arrive here at the San Ysidro border?
Yeah, I mean, we've been here for a year now, and we have seen announcements after announcements from the Biden administration that have not stopped migrants from coming. So as long as migrants are coming here and the authorities or the Border Patrol are not caring for them, we will continue to be here.
Serrano says asylum is a human right, and the announcement will instead lead to migrants taking more dangerous routes into the United States.
All of us who are at the border, whether it's in San Diego, in Arizona, in New Mexico, or Texas, we know that the best solution to what we're seeing in our communities is to open up the ports of entry. Allow people to come in through the ports of entry, which is the safest route for migrants and the authorities alike.
Mayor Todd Gloria says that the president is taking decisive action, but the fact remains that there needs to be comprehensive immigration reform. Meanwhile, the ACLU already plans to challenge President Biden's action. For now, live in San Ysidro, Sierra Encinas, ABC 10 News.
Well, at least one California Democrat has already come out against Biden's migration plan. Senator Alex Padilla says, quote, by reviving Trump's asylum ban, President Biden has undermined American values and abandoned our nation's obligations to provide people fleeing from persecution, violence, and authoritarianism with an opportunity to seek refuge in the U.S. He posted that on Twitter shortly after Biden unveiled the executive order.